2008 Ford Ironman Arizona is on its way. Are you spectators? Let them know you love them out there.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm the VP of Science and Technology for First Endurance. I'm here with Heather Gollnick, 5-time Ironman champion. It's the day after Ironman Arizona 2008 where Heather had a wonderful race. Can you tell us a little bit about yesterday's race?
It was a great race. I was third, right behind Keely Jones, the 2006 world champion, and felt really good all day. It was a hot one. I knew going in that it was going to be hot.
You can see from the boys back here, Heather's a mother of 3 as well. So not only is she racing as an Ironman pro, one of the best pros out in the country, she has 3 kids she takes care of as well, and she owns Iron Edge Camp, so she's running a full business. That is just a tremendous ability to do so much. Where I'm sure a lot of your competitors, are out there and they don't have all these other additional stresses. How do you do it?
Well, it definitely is tough. I mean, it's definitely, those 3 alone is a full-time job. And they were told not to run through the race.
Very, very hot winds as well out in the race course. I know that really drains people. So you focus on using the EFS as your main drink on the course?
That is my main drink. The Gatorade doesn't have what my body needs, and so I carry as much as possible, and then toward the end of the ride, if I run out, I'll end up using water. Sometimes I'll carry some extra powder with me.
I know you're also a big fan of the EFS bars. Do you incorporate that in your pre-race meal, or is that something you use just in your training? How do you use those?
I actually eat them all the time. I eat all gluten-free, and they're one of the few bars that taste good that's gluten-free. And I actually used it in the race yesterday for the first time. I took a scissors and I cut the bar in half and had the wrapper off, and it was in my about mile 90 on the bike, and a lot of times I get a sloshing in my stomach because you're taking in so many fluids and just gels. And having a little bit of solid really helped when I got off the bike. I didn't have that sloshing in my stomach. And so I'll continue to use it on the bike. And the great thing was it was 96 degrees and it wasn't hard to get off the wrapper. It wasn't messy. It wasn't melty. I did, like I said, I cut it in half and then I cut the wrapper.
Now, also, obviously, a product like Optogen and the Multi-V, they don't play a huge role on race day. But training leading up to the race, those are products that you also rely on. Can you give us an idea how you use those products and how important they are in your training?
I use those products every day, and I do use the pre-race. I use the pre-race in the morning before the race. I mix that with a little bit of the EFS and drink it on the way coming to the race. And the Ultragen is something that I use. I had 2 after the race, and I had 1 this morning. I just want to make sure my body's going to be able to recover, and so I take it with me and use it after all my workouts, even if it's a short workout. I want to make sure, living in Florida, it's hot, I'm losing a lot of electrolytes or amino acid blend. I want to make sure that I'm getting the best stuff into my body constantly.
Great, and I know you're one of those athletes that races constantly. Last year you did 4 Ironmans and 5 half Ironmans and 4 Ironmans. That's quite demanding. So I'm sure it's very important for you to recover. And do you have a lot of downtime after an Ironman like this? Do you take a couple of weeks off, or are you really right back into training?
I'm going to take some time off. We're taking the kids to the Grand Canyon today. And I'll take about 2 weeks of very easy, water jogging, easy swimming, not much. Kind of when I feel like it, nothing real structured, and then I get back into it. Yeah, there's times where I wish I could do a workout, come home, take a nap, and we're off, playing kickball and doing this and that, but it's fun.
Right. And I also know, Heather, that though you have a structured training program and all that, your season isn't always highly structured. You have an idea what you want to accomplish, but sometimes that changes. Do you know what's next for you?
I don't actually. I'm going to see how I recover, and when I feel like I've recovered well, I want to go do another Ironman.